Google has become an easy answer to solve most people's questions. Don't know how to do something? Just Google it. But there are some things you probably shouldn't Google, unless of course you want to be creeped out. So join us as we count 10 things you should never Google.
Number 10.
Clock spider. Okay guys, so here's the deal. You can Google clock and everything should be fine. You can even Google spider and in most cases you'll still be fine. But if you combine those two words, well, I have just one word to describe the results you get. Nope. Now, in fairness, how creeped out you get from searching this will vary depending on your relationship with spiders. But if you're a fellow arachnophobe, you definitely shouldn't Google this.
Number 9.
Trypophobia. Trypophobia is also known as repetitive pattern phobia, a fear of objects with clusters of small holes in them. Now this sounds fairly tame and not exactly something you should be afraid to Google. That is, until you actually do. The images that come up are extremely disturbing and quite honestly I became quite sick looking through some of the results, so go ahead and try them at your own risk.
Number 8.
Wet koala. We all know that koalas are cute little marsupials who sleep for 20 hours a day and feast on eucalyptus plants. One might say they look friendly, or even cuddly. However, when you apply water to a koala, apparently something very scary happens, and the usually peaceful looking creatures turn into bloodthirsty monsters. I mean, seriously guys, look at this thing. Alright, now I may have some good news for you because it was confirmed that this was actually just a very convincing Photoshop job. And while I am glad that a creature like this isn't actually out there, the picture was still enough to make me think twice before wetting any koalas. Just in case.
Number 7.
Peanut the dog. Peanut is a rescue dog with unknown breed origins that became crowned as the world's ugliest dog. The dog's owner, Holly Chandler, said that Peanut was a victim of animal abuse and was injured in a fire, leaving him without lips and eyelids. The lack of eyelids also means that Peanut cannot close his eyes, so his eyes are constantly watering. The tears drain into his nose and cause him to constantly have snot bubbles forming. Anyway, it's a happy ending for Peanut as I'm sure he's living a much better life now, but the images of Peanut may be disturbing to some.
Number 6.
Bedbugs on mattress. Alright, so if you'd like to sleep tonight, or, you know, ever again, then I strongly recommend you skip searching this one. If you don't know, bedbugs are parasitic creatures that feed exclusively on your blood, meaning if you happen to find some in your bed, they've probably been feasting on you for some time. Bedbug bites can have a number of really nasty effects ranging from skin rashes to psychological trauma. On that note, be right back, I'm just going to go and search my entire mattress.
Number 5.
Brian Peppers. Brian Peppers was a sex offender from Ohio whose hard-to-believe photo was widely circulated on the internet in 2005. While it was initially suspected to be fake, online sleuths Snopes.com were able to confirm the photo's authenticity with Ohio authorities. Snopes even managed to dig up some photos of Brian in high school. Snopes also suggests that Pepper's unusual appearance may be due to a condition such as Apert syndrome or Crouzon syndrome.
Number 4.
Blue waffle. I won't spend too long on this one because nobody should. In March of 2010, a photo of what appears to be a woman's severely infected vagina appeared on the internet. Many disputes have taken place over whether or not the image in question is actually a gruesome infection or if it's just been photoshopped. All I can say is, don't search for it, and if you do anyway, well, I warned you.
Number 3.
Medical symptoms. So this one's more of a public service announcement than anything else. But seriously guys, if you have a sore throat or an itchy bum, don't start googling your symptoms on WebMD. It really doesn't matter what your symptoms are, you're still going to end up being told that you have cancer or some other horrific conditions you probably don't have. Feeling fatigued? Must be tuberculosis. Having headaches? Probably lupus. Do you have chest pain? It's definitely congenital heart disease. No, but seriously guys, if you're worried you may have something, go and see a doctor.
Number 2.
Handjob karaoke. Some of you may be aware that Japan is a little out there when it comes to some of their TV shows. Well, this one is no exception. Basically, one lucky gentleman has the task to do a little karaoke while, let's just say, he's getting a hand from a lady. He does put in a good effort, but ultimately he wasn't able to finish the song before the happy ending. One thing's for sure, there's no happy ending for those who watched this.
Number 1.
Tub Girl. If I had to choose just one thing on this list to not Google, Tub Girl is it. Tub Girl is a shock image depicting a naked, masked woman lying in a tub with a fountain of yellowish-orange liquid gushing from her raised buttocks onto her face. The exact reasons for why this image exists in the first place are largely unknown, but apparently it was a result of an orange juice enema. Just don't Google it, alright? YouTube has created a number of stars over the years, some of them so famous today that you've most likely heard of their names. So join us as we count 10 YouTubers who became celebrities.
Number 10.
Justin Bieber. If you haven't heard this name in the last few years, then it's safe to assume you've been living under a rock. No, a massive boulder in fact. Justin Bieber today is one of the